Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Week 3 module. This week we're going to go over a compare and contrast essay. There are two discussion boards. One of them is optional, the other one is not. It's required. We're going to talk about cage bird, and then we're going to review sentences. So let's go through. Again, two videos. The first one's going to be an overview video, and I'm going to talk about the discussion boards. And then the second video is only going to concentrate on the essay, because I think that's the most important. It's our first essay, so I really want to be thorough in my instructions. So here's the overview video, objectives and outcomes. You can look here. The plan of attack is here. I listed everything in order the way I would do them. I basically would do it based on the dates, the due dates of the assignments. So you only have one component this week for Townsend Press. That'll be due January 21st. Reading and grammar quizzes, they're all due the 21st. You have two cage bird, I know why the cage bird sings quizzes. And then discussion board 1 is required, discussion board 2 is optional. The week 3 essay is going to be due Sunday, January 21st. And I have a self-assessment. It's not graded, it's just kind of for you to evaluate how you did on the last writing, the week 2 discussion board. It doesn't hurt you, it's anonymous, it's just kind of feedback for yourself and for me. And then if you're still struggling with MLA, you can watch these videos and they'll help you further, or again, use my cheat sheet or use OWL Purdue. Okay, so let's get out of here and let's go to the discussion board. I'm going to start with the optional discussion board. So the optional discussion board is just that, it's optional. What I'd like you to do is take the feedback from last week's discussion board about introductory, how did Staples start his article, and I want you to take the comments that I typed and I want you to rewrite it, fixing those errors for a better grade. So again, it's optional. You don't need to do it if you don't want to. However, it is due on Friday, January 19th. All you do is submit the corrections. I will look at it. This should help your score. So if you got a 60 and you get 100 on this, the two of them will make it an 80. Again, but if you do well and you don't want to complete the rewrite, don't bother with it. This is due Friday, January 19th. I will not take any late papers for this since it's optional. And if you do not complete it, it will not affect your grade. All right, so that's the optional rewrite from the week 2. And then here is the required. So let's take a look at it. We're going to do compare and contrast racial incidences. So here is chapter 3, and I know why the cage bird sings. We know that Uncle Willie had to hide in the potato crate because the white men were coming for not just him, any black person, because I guess a white girl was supposedly touched or raped, and there were going to be consequences, whether it was Uncle Willie who did it or not. Some black man had to pay for this. That's why they had to hide him under the potatoes. And then here in Brent Staples, we know that Just Walk On By, he had to face racism as well. So what I want you to do is take the incident with Uncle Willie from I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings and the Staples article and compare and contrast them. Now remember, this is just a discussion board post, so it's only going to be a paragraph. Just hone in on one comparative or one thing that's different. All right, and then here are the required readings. Boom, boom, boom. How will you set your paragraph up? MLA, title, indent 5 spaces. Here, set the stage. I would talk about I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings and Uncle Willie and Staples. Since this article is long, shorten the title if you want to, and then go into your topic sentence. The topic would be Uncle Willie and Staples. The controlling idea, well, what are you going to tell us? Are you going to compare or contrast? That will be the controlling idea. Give support for both sides, and then give a closing sentence. This will have a works cited, plural, because this time you have two sources, the novel and the Staples article. Requirements, use at least 2 in-text citations in here, one from the Staples article and one from I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings. When you submit it, make sure that the topic sentence is highlighted in yellow. If it's not, again, just like the last one, I'm going to say it's late and I'm going to mark it late. Make sure you highlight the topic sentence. Okay, and this is your formal discussion board. Again, you'll reply, copy and paste it in here. Don't worry about having it double spaced again for the discussion board because sometimes the formatting gets to be wonky. However, when you come after you've pasted it into your thread, you're going to submit it. And remember, the initial post is done by January 17th, which is a Wednesday, and then you respond to 4 other students or 4 other responses by January 21st, which is a Sunday. And let's go here. So again, it's due by January 17th. This one will be run through plagiarism. The topic sentence has to be highlighted in yellow, and this has to be double spaced. If it's not double spaced and the topic sentence is not highlighted in yellow, I'm going to send it back and it will be marked late. You have to follow my instructions. I'm very clear about those. There's a reason I do it. Okay, and then let's go back. So again, by Wednesday, January 17th, you will post your initial post here, comparing or contrasting. Choose one or the other. Try not to do both. It's only a paragraph for the initial post for the discussion board. Copy and paste it here, and then submit it here, and this is where I will grade it like I did for week 2. And then again, the discussion board 2 is optional, and it's a rewrite of the week 2. Okay, the next video I'm going to jump into is the compare and contrast. Thanks.